Okay, so it's 1 year later after I got serious about my weight loss journey, and now I'm ready to share it all. Have you ever wished that you can just fall off the face of the earth and then come back like and be back like you never left, like come back and just be that girl again? I restarted my weight loss journey so many times that I can't even count how many restarts I had. But the one thing that I didn't do is quit on myself. Today is the day. We are going into a new year, and I wanted to share with you guys my 1 year weight loss transformation. So this year, when I started taking my weight loss seriously, altogether I was able to lose 85 pounds. Inquiring minds want to know. Some people wanted to know, did I have surgery? Some people wanted to know, did I have loose skin? Do I have loose skin? Some people don't know all of my struggles. Some people do. I'm a very transparent person, but I want to let you know that it was hard at times. Some days it was fun being able to fit into those clothes that I wasn't able to wear. Some days it was my obsession. But once I learned how to balance it all and not beat myself up and not down talk myself and not, give myself the credit that I deserved, then everything got easier. Okay. This was a rough year. 2020 dealt us such a rough hand. Going into 2020, most of us said 2020 is going to be my year. 2020, I wasn't pregnant. I said, I'm going to be in bathing suits all year. Your girl's going to be out at the beach. Vacation me, please. Like, I thought that 2020 would be so much different than what it is, but I learned so much about myself, about my mindset, about my body, about life as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. And all this was in my fitness journey. All this was in my fitness journey. I've always been that girl who had a nice body. Always been the girl who had the curves, nice looking, always kept myself up. But the thing is, even though I gained 100 pounds, my confidence did not change. You would not know that I felt any kind of way, but I didn't, because some things that you can do for yourself, nobody else can do for you. Nobody can say, here you go, Jerica, here's some confidence, here's some confidence sprinkles. Can't nobody give you that. You have to own that for yourself. So, the questions: did I have surgery? Did I get my stomach done? I didn't get anything done. Did I get loose skin? People ask me so many questions, and it's like, I'm sharing it all. I'm here, guys. I'm open for it all. I'm open for your questions. So, when I first started taking my weight loss serious, at first I did not take it serious. At first, I was still trying to eat around my weight loss journey. So I was saying, okay, you worked out a little bit, and then I was eating too much. I was still eating too much. I tried the OMAD diet, and that was a really good diet for me. It helped you lose weight really fast. But if you are used to overeating that big one meal, and then you're enticed by other things, going out, having drinks, hanging out with people, or you have kids, or if you have family, or if you're an emotional eater, sometimes those things can make you backslide, because you can okay, I'm on track. And then 50 other things come your way that takes you off track. So I started with that. I was on track. I was doing so good. And then I backslid. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, because I thought that, okay, I could eat my one meal and I could still go out and do whatever. I already ate, I'm good. But, sometimes when you're hanging out or when you're with your family, you can't say no. It's like you don't want to say no, and then you're greedy because your stomach is expanded. So you're used to eating so much already, and you just continue to eat, which made me backslide. Then I got in the habit of exercising and trying to eat 3 meals a day, and that didn't work. So I was like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I start researching different diets. So I was like, okay, what diet will fit me? Because you have to know that everybody's body is different. Your body isn't like anyone else's. Though we may have things in common that can help us lose weight, or that have helped us lose weight, but essentially everybody's body is different. So I started doing intermittent fasting. I got in a routine of going to the gym, sitting in the sauna, working out 5 to 7 days a week at one time when I was really, really obsessed. When you start seeing results, I obsessed with it to the point where I was feeding the kids and I would be doing squats, or I would be practicing routines. And my husband was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just seeing if I can do certain exercises. But it consumed me to the point where I didn't get a good night's sleep, but then I would be up at 6 o'clock in the morning walking. Weight loss can be an obsession too. Okay. That's where you have to find the balance to say, okay, the scale is going to be there. The scale is not going to be your friend some days. Some days you're going to want to break it. And I did. But once I learned that, well, what am I doing? Like, I didn't gain all this weight in one day. Like, it took me time to gain the weight. When I stopped saying, okay, how can I lose 15 pounds this week? How can I lose 20 pounds this week? It got easier. When I started saying, okay, you can have a little bit of that, I felt better about me. I felt better to say, okay, I ate a slice of pizza this week and I still lost weight. My metabolism is moving. I start doing things that I was scared of. I could get through a whole 30-second plank. I was scared to do it because I thought I would fail. So when on your weight loss journey, you're going to think some days like, I can't do it. I can't go on anymore, but you can. I did it. I'm speaking truth of, I had so many variables in my day where I'm like, okay, my plate is so full. Like, you want to have everything under control and your plate is full, you have to manage it. You have to handle it. So with that being said, once I cut the excuses, I stopped being so obsessed with my weight loss. I start having more fun. I start buying more clothes. I started being being stressed about losing weight. So once I did that, we got into the quarantine. So the quarantine happened. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I just got everything under control. I finally got everything under control. I can do this now. Like, I'm in the gym. I can see results. I can see my body coming down. I can see my body is getting better than it was. Like, I lost weight after having 2 kids. Now your girl got a 6-pack at 190 something pounds. I got a 6-pack. I was like, what else is there? What else is there to life? And then we're stuck in the house. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Well, I don't like to run outside. I made myself go outside and walk. Then I start jogging. Then I start sprinting. I got out of my uncomfortable space. During the quarantine, from being at home when we were on lockdown, I lost almost 30 pounds. And I was like, how did I do that? Like, I had been teeter-tottering on, I think I was stuck at 230 pounds for like so long. Like, I couldn't. And then I was stuck at 219. And then I was stuck at 210. And then I was stuck at 205. Then I was stuck. I kept being stuck. And what I realized is when you get stuck, you have to change up something. You have to step out your comfort zone, increase your water intake, stay hydrated. And that's one thing I do. I always drink my water. I will not drink. I will go thirsty before I drink a soda. I stay hydrated. I eat the foods that are right for me, which sometimes become repetitive, but they work for me. I calorie count. Sometimes we gain in weight or we can't lose weight because we're not counting calories properly. I watch all those things. I watch my body. Get to know your body. Get to know yourself. Your weight will come off, but you have to keep going. You got to lose that fear of people judging you, because, baby, people will judge you. People will say nasty things about you. People will entice you because they're insecure with themselves, but you have to shake it off. You have to shake it off, and you have to keep going no matter what. And during your transformation, don't be afraid of anything. Be fearless. You have to be fearless, and you have to be able to say, okay, I messed up this week. Don't quit. It's okay to continuously restart. Like, I don't have a problem with restarting. What I have a problem with is me wanting to quit. The thing that touched me was a lot of people were looking up to me and look up to me, and they follow me. And while I'm thinking I'm not doing good enough, they're thinking I'm on beast mode. And I'm like, I'm slacking. And it's like, how are you slacking? Like, you motivated me. And I'm like, I motivated you? How did I do that? Just being yourself and being transparent, and showing us that it's okay to say, okay, I messed up. Okay, let me try this again. It's okay to say, you know what? I'm going to work harder. So here are some things that I've already got into place to get to my big goal. And my big goal is 100 pounds. And it's like, I keep setting dates where I couldn't achieve, like things that weren't realistic for me. So I've already started writing everything down. I've already started saying, okay, this is my plan of action to get where I want it to go. And I study those things, and I write down the feelings of how I felt if I overate or if I underate, so you can get a better understanding of yourself and things that you're going through that make you over or under eat, and why you can't get to that goal. So start planning your diet now. Start getting everything you need. Clean out your pantry, clean out your fridge, get everything nice and clean and fresh for the new year. So when the new year comes in, you're already ready. You don't have to get ready like, okay, it's the 5th. What am I going to do? Like, you already know you want to lose the weight. You already know what kind of situation you're in. So if you're already ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? So I would just encourage you to stay on your path. If you get off the wagon, baby girl, get back up and keep going. If you slack one day, you got the next day. Just don't continue to make the same mistakes. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. You are human. We all do it. Just make sure your backslide don't keep sliding. Just get back up and keep going. You can do it. You don't know, for the 5 people hating on you, is 10 people out there rooting for you and who notice you and your progress. So don't think that just because somebody doesn't say it, you have to know it, and you have to own it. Own it, sis. Own it. You got this. Keep going. I have climbed heights that your girl didn't even think. Like, some days you don't know how strong you can be. And that's where that mom strength comes in, and you're like, I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think I could bite down and bear something like this. Being able to lose 85 pounds, and like I said, I'm still on my weight loss journey. I'm still not at my goal. And some days you can be complacent. Some days you can be comfortable with saying, okay, I look good. I've done enough. I'm done. And your work is not done. You just get tired. I was obsessed. I will work out so much, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day. I would wake up so early so I can say, okay, at least I can go for 2 hours. And I would, plan unrealistic days which drained me. When you first start on your weight loss journey, and you got everything, and you're planning like, I'm gonna go full throttle. and you burn yourself out when the first few days and you're like, I can't do this anymore. You have to find a good place to start. And when I say start, if you don't like drinking water, you have to start out saying, okay, I'm going to push myself a little bit harder. If you don't like eating healthier foods, you have to find healthier foods that suit you. Everything about your weight loss journey is the things that suit you and the things that make you feel good and happy. When I learned that, everything else just went it went with the flow, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to go on a juicing fast. Like, people are like, okay, I went on a 3-day fast, I didn't eat. I don't want to go 3 days without eating. Like, I don't want to do that. First, hydration. Hydration is, I talk about hydration so much. I carry my gallon of water with me faithfully. Like that's my third child. That's how much I carry around my gallon of water. If you don't like drinking water, you can add lemon, water, strawberries, watermelons. You can add so much to that water and you can make it into a detox water. Next thing, diet plan. There are so many diet plans that are accessible by Google, by Pinterest. You be on Pinterest all the time. You be on Instagram. You be on Facebook. All those things are there, and half of them are free. All you have to do is take the time to put in a little research for yourself. So once you have a good diet plan, you can do your own tweaks to it. You can make it your own. And that's what people don't understand. You can see what someone else is eating, find it intriguing to you, and you can portion it how you like, eat it how you want, give or take, and make it into your own. The next thing I want to talk about is exercise. Exercising. Once I realized that I don't want to lose 15 pounds in 1 week. Like, that's not a goal for me. I was setting unrealistic goals at first that had me going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like, okay, how can I lose 15 pounds in 1 week? First of all, why would I want to do that anymore? Like I want a sustainable weight loss. So me saying, okay, if I eat or don't eat for a week, maybe I'll lose 15 pounds. And once I stopped doing that, I stopped stressing over why I'm gaining weight or why did not only lose 3 pounds. It's only recommended to lose 2.5 to 3 pounds a week. That's the healthy way of doing it. And at first I was just like, I don't care. I want to lose it all at once. It didn't take me 1 day to gain the weight. So why would I want to lose it all at once? And once I learned that, I got more balance to say, okay, now I want to do weight training. Now I want to walk a certain amount of steps or a certain amount of miles a day. I got to know my body better, which helped me lose more weight and have toning in my body, which prevented my loose skin. And I'm going to do a video on that. Calm down. I'm going to tell you guys. I promise. It helped me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me being knowledgeable on what I needed to do and what I did not need to do. Next thing is fasting. I do intermittent fasting. I absolutely love intermittent fasting. I do 16/8 and I always do videos on it, especially when I do it. If I don't do intermittent fasting, I do intuitive eating, which means I eat and when I'm full, I stop. I don't keep overeating, saying, okay, you have a big plate of food, and plating is very important too. I learned that the smaller the plate I had, the less I ate. So if you got this big old huge plate and you fill it all the way up, you're going to be, you're going to want to rather eat everything on that plate. So plating is in portions also help me enjoy things that I love, things that I like, and still lose weight. Be sure before you try any diet, consult with your doctor, especially if you're a certain age or if you have any kind of restrictions, diabetic, high blood pressure. Check with your doctor and see what is there for you. Don't be afraid to ask your doctor when you go in for your annual checkups. doc, I'm having a problem, overeating, undereating. Always consult with your physician to make sure that these diets are good for you, because there's a lot of fad diets floating around on how you can lose, drinking sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, and doing not, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, but what's gonna keep you losing weight and it's gonna help you is your consistency. It's okay to give yourself a break. I'll take a break sometime too, because when you're obsessed, you don't want to break. Like, you're all gas. Like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna work out, which is great. But you have to know yourself to say, okay, I need a mental health check. I need to take a day off or two off, but don't quit. Restarting. I've restarted my weight loss journey so many times. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna restart, or Sunday I'm gonna restart. I kept restarting, but I never quit. Okay, I kept changing things when I see, okay, the scale didn't move this week. Because it's normal to hit a plateau. I've hit a plateau so many times, you guys. I cannot tell you how many times I hit a plateau and I'm like, wait a minute, like, I'm doing everything I did. And once you keep doing everything you did, you will plateau, because your body gets used to it. Your body, it's like muscle memory. Your body gets used to that, and your body says, okay, well, now you're at a maintenance, because this is the same thing you've been doing. This is the same thing you've been eating. And okay, we're cool. We're chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, what are we going to do now? So once I start jump roping, or I start to go a little bit further on my walks, and I start to cut back on carbs, or whatever I thought I needed to do for that week, I do it. And some people ask me, okay, so I see you're eating this now, or okay, I see you change that, or oh, you're not doing this anymore, you're not doing that anymore. Your weight loss is always subject to change based on how your body reacts to it. And that's what I learned on my weight loss journey. I'm not scared to say, okay, this week I probably didn't like something that I did a few months ago, but let me try that again, because maybe it'll help me out, and maybe it'll break my plateau, or maybe it will change my body composition. Because when you see my weight, you're like, there's no way that you weigh that much. And I do, but I hold my weight differently. Everybody holds their weight. You might hold it in your stomach. You might hold it in your hips. You might be top heavy. Everybody holds weight differently. Like, we all have different body compositions, but one thing is for sure, one thing is for certain. Once you exercise, once you have a proper diet, once you write down, once you do your studying, I've done a lot of studying. I think the weight loss is the most researched thing that I've studied. Like, in college, I didn't study this hard. But if it's something that benefits you, you research it. If it's something that's going to help you, you find out about it. So I just want to encourage you guys to not be afraid. Don't be afraid of changing stuff. Don't be afraid of trying new things. Don't be afraid of not doing something correctly. Don't be afraid to start. The hardest thing, the most anxiety you'll have is starting, because you think, okay, I'm not going to see results the first week, or maybe not the second week, but they will come. And that's one thing that discouraged me at one point, because I'm like, I'm not seeing any results. So I want to stop, you know what I mean? Or I'm not seeing any results, so let me do something extreme. You know, I'm the extreme queen. Like, I have done so many diets that, y'all, you guys wouldn't believe how many diets that I did that were just so extreme that I was like, now that I look back, I'm like, why was I doing that? Like, why didn't I just be consistent? Like, why can't I just, you know, do things the right way? Exercise 5 days a week. Drink my water. Don't eat late at night. Don't, you know, cut back those things that I know that I don't need to have, or stop buying the things and keep them in your house. Like, once I stop buying those things that I don't need to eat, like, okay, I can control myself. If I buy something that I really, really like, keep it in the pantry. And so when I have a rough day, I think about that. I think about, okay, can I go to the pantry and get that? Can y'all relate to that? Like, can I go to the pantry and eat that? Like, I want to go eat that because I'm feeling like I'm having a rough day. So that's going to make me feel better. And once I stopped doing that, I think everything just got better. And once I stopped being so obsessed and just taking it day by day, because it didn't take me one day to gain 100 pounds. And it's going to take me more than one day, more than a few months to lose 100 pounds and actually keep the weight off. And I've been so happy that I found the right balance and things like that I'm going to share with you guys and try with you guys, and this is the platform for it. This is the channel for you if you want to see raw and real content. Like, y'all know I don't lie. I don't camouflage anything. If I do it, I've done it. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. I don't try to promote something just because I want a view. Like, I just don't believe in that. If I like something, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But you have to learn what you like, what you need for your body, and just go with it. Everything else will come second nature to you once you start learning, okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can eat this, I'm down on my water. You'll feel so proud of yourself. But once you start seeing the results, you're gonna keep going, and your foot is gonna be on that gas. And can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, you're gonna feel so good. And I just want to let you guys know that I've had rough days. You will have rough days. You'll have days where you're like, okay, I want to take a day, and it might turn into a week off. But know your body. Know when it says, okay, I need a break. Know when your mind says, okay, I need a break from it all. And give yourself that time. But after you give yourself that time, you got to get up, and your comeback game got to be your comeback game. It got to be everything, because that's what's going to get you back on your weight loss journey, and it's going to make you so happy. But I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying all my weight loss content, and we still have so many heights to climb, guys. So let's keep on doing this. I hope everyone has a blessed 2021, and I'm happy that I could bring in your new year with you enjoying this video and just sharing some of the things that I went through, that I go through, and that someone is out here and is just like you. Be sure to add my Facebook group. It is so refreshing, so much fun. We have so much fun on there. So many women who just want to get back in shape and want to encourage each other, encouragement, and I absolutely love it. It will be linked down below. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your goals. Get in the group, and let's just have fun in 2021. And let's have a very prosperous new year. So with that being said, I am gone, you guys. Any questions, make sure you comment down below so I will know. I will talk to you guys next time I see you, which is in the new year. Bye. Smile. It increases your face value.